It's opening day. We'll see the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Miami Marlins. It's up next on this 2K Sports presentation.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Major League Baseball. It is regular season time. Opening day, MLB. Spring training's a thing of the past now. Great to have you with us here on 2K Sports. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Crunk. Will this man, Chris Carpenter, be able to bring his club a W? We'll see as we get ready to roll. Nighttime baseball here in beautiful Miami. The stadium all lit up. The starting pitcher will be Josh Johnson. And as he gets into this St. Louis lineup, Steve, what's the primary emphasis?
It's a phenomenal lineup right here. That's why this outstanding right-hander is going to have to be on top of his game to be able to neutralize some of their big bats and get the outs he needs. He has to work ahead in the count or they'll make him pay.
Now presenting our starting lineup. Here's what Mike Matheny's offense looks like. And our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
Well, I love the big Puma, Lance Berkman. I mean, there's so many things he can do. When you can hit for power from both sides of the plate and you play with the love and passion that he plays with, I mean, one of the funnier guys in the game of baseball, you're going to love watching this guy perform.
It'll be Rafael Furcal leading us off.
For the St. Louis Cardinals, shortstop, number 15, Rafael Furcal.
That one's fouled out by Furcal. Strike two there. Josh Johnson giving himself some room to work.
Let's see what he's going to do 0-2. The hitter's got to be guessing right now.
On the way. Rafael Furcal misses. He's gone.
Well, he made it look easy right there. Slicing and dicing, just attacking the strike zone. 3 pitches, all for strikes. Sit down.
And we've got a brief moment now to see how Miami will shape up defensively. And how do you like who's out there, John?
Well, he roams the outfield like a football player with good reason, as Mike Stanton was recruited as one in high school. Great speed, great cannon of an arm. This guy might have the best throwing arm in all of baseball as far as outfielders go. Watch him throw when someone's trying to score from second base on a base hit. You're going to be amazed at what this man can do.
0-1. And that's in there. Johnson ahead 0-1.
There's a lot of talk about where Carlos Beltran would end up in the offseason. He's one of the bigger name free agents in this offseason. Lo and behold, here he is with this club.
The pitch. Strike two. Now with no balls and 2 strikes. Beltran needs to protect that strike zone. And for Beltran, he's done this exercise before. It was a huge rush for his services last time he was a free agent in 04-05.
And you know, it also came in a year after he was traded to a team pushing to make the playoffs. A lot of teams looking for him at the trade deadline last year, and a player that was highly sought after as a free agent as well.
No, that one is foul. Hit on the ground, and it goes foul.
Well, the battle starts when you step in the batter's box, but the real battle starts when the count is 0-2, and that's where he sees himself. But give him credit. He's keeping himself alive by fouling off that tough 0-2 pitch on the outside part of the plate. Let's see if he can make the pitcher make a mistake.
A swing line to left center, and there it is. That's their first hit of the ball game. And he's in at second with a double. 1-0.
Now, he has no business swinging at this 0-2 pitch. It's out of the strike zone, but he's thinking, I have to protect. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
And that pitch was really away. I mean, that's a ball. And it's Matt Holliday in the box now.
Well, Matt Holliday, as you might expect, played a big role in the Cardinals' run to the World Series last October. Protecting Pujols in the lineup, he delivered.
That one fouled off by Holliday. For Holiday, a big difference in the playoffs. He had a real fine on-base percentage. Found a way to get on even if the bat wasn't hot. He drew a lot of walks.
Well, you know, in the World Series, he got injured as well, hurt his hand, and had to be dropped from the roster for Game 7, which is such a shame. I mean, to be able to be part of the journey to get yourself all the way there on the brink of winning a World Series and not be able to play, but they won it anyways.
Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And Holiday's got himself a single. And here's Beltran trying to score. And the run is in.
Oh, this pitch just cuts right over the heart of the plate. The hitter handled it perfectly.
That's one of those where you've given in by making a bad pitch and really made it much easier for the hitter.
Yeah, he's better than that. Bear down.
Lance Berkman, a runner on first. This offense is taking some pressure off the pitching at this point, Steve.
A nice approach at the plate so far from this offense, and they came out of the gates early, determined to get up on the board.
There's a swing, line drive, center field, and that'll put him on another hit.
Let's look back to last season and see the year that Lance Berkman had and how he ranked in comparison to everybody else. Second in batting average with runners in scoring position, third in on-base percentage, and also had that patience at the plate where he took the base on balls, took the walks when the pitchers gave it to him, and trusted the guys behind him in the lineup would get the job done.
And let's take a look as Freese stands in to hit. One out with runners at first and second. Fouled away. Foul! Strike two there. Josh Johnson giving himself some room to work.
This is where you want to go with the breaking ball, to the outside corner. Paint the black. Get the call. The hitter gave up on it. He got the pitch he wanted.
That one lofted in the air. And it's going to be Stanton. Two away. So our State Farm leaderboard, we'll look at the teams who hit best with runners in scoring position last year. The Cardinals, number 1. The Phillies in second. In third, the Brewers. Mets fourth. And fifth best, the Reds.
Well, one of the most clutch teams in all of baseball last year, hitting with runners in scoring position. They were the best at it. They love those clutch situations. Seems like every guy in the lineup seems to bear down when they have guys in scoring position and they deliver runs.
Just missed with the fastball. 1-0. Ready with a 1-0. He swings now and really hit that. And Bonifacio's there. That'll do it as they put that one away. Nice way to get things started in this one. The Redbirds lead it 1-0. It's going to be Chris Carpenter on the mound. He'll get the start for St. Louis. So, Steve, what's the consensus as he takes a look at this Miami lineup about what he's going to do?
Well, for Chris Carpenter on the mound, we're going to see that outstanding curveball and a large array of pitches ranging from the mid-80s to 90s.
And it's 0-2. Reyes is going to be swinging at anything close.
Well, he recognized that two-seamer. It seemed like his timing was right there, but he tried to turn on it and just came up empty.
And Carpenter outside the strike zone with that one.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss on the breaker. One down.
Let's see the K-cam on this 12-6 curveball.
Well, sometimes you get fooled so badly, there's just nothing else you can do but hope and pray that you put the ball in play, hopefully foul, to get another pitch to hit.
The Marlins lineup looks like this. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, Logan Morrison so far in his big league career has been streaky at best. He can be a run producer, good at getting on base and driving the ball. Needs to be more consistent, though, at the plate.
Swung on. He hit it. It goes to Jay. 2 away. We'll take a quick look at the Cardinals and how they're lined up on the field. Any picks, John?
Well, there isn't a lot of things that Matt Holliday doesn't bring to the table. Is he a great defensive outfielder? He's probably not the best, but what he does do is he gives you 100% effort every single time he's out on the field, and if you're a pitcher, you absolutely have to love the effort he's going to give you every time out.
And it's Hanley Ramirez at the plate. And he holds up in time on that offering. 1-0. Carpenter with the windup. The 1-0 delivery, a curveball taken for a strike. And that's on the outside corner. 1-2.
You go with the big breaking ball away. It's exactly where you want to go. Set up hard in and go soft away. Nice pitch.
Hit it, Hadley.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. That one ate him up. But he recovers in time, makes the play. Good work. 1-2-3 inning for Chris Carpenter. He gets through the first inning without allowing a hit. Up next, Cardinals. We got the bottom 3 in the lineup due up. Leading it off, Yadier Molina. 273 his average last year against the Marlins. And that's in there. Johnson ahead 0-1. Now let's take a moment here to see the breakdown of the pitches that have yielded hits.
Well, that slider of his has been hit twice already.
I think the thing to recognize here is the only hits he's given up have come on that pitch. So he's going to have to be more careful about when and where he goes with it from here on out.
And Yadier Molina looks at that one for a ball. It'll even up the count. Pitch on the way. There's a ground ball. Infante fields it. That's 1 away. And coming up for the Marlins, series with St. Louis concluding tonight. And they'll be off to take on the Reds in the bout of Jay Bruce. Boy, there's some great competition in that set of games. And that's going to be a 2-game trip. And they'll have to deal with Jimmy Rollins, and they'll be in Philadelphia against the Phillies. There's quite a few road games coming up, and that's always challenging. And Scalzo will settle in.
Well, in another year of Josh Johnson's season cut short by injury, making only 9 starts for the Florida Marlins, and now the Miami Marlins. It's got to be frustrating for both him and the organization.
Swing, hot shot, and through the middle. Base hit. Josh Johnson health. Boy, you wonder what will the numbers look like if he can stay healthy for that full season.
Well, he's a legitimate #1 starter when he's healthy and productive. And, you know, for his team to be successful for the Marlins, they need him to be the ace of the staff and maintain that good stuff throughout the season.
It's going to be Carpenter now.
Well, 2011 was the final year in the old ballpark for the Marlins, and they played like they couldn't wait for a new stadium. They were tied for the fewest home wins in the entire National League with just 31.
Over to second for 1. And they get 2. Great double play. Only 5 pitches to get out of that inning. That was strong. Cardinals 1. Miami 0. Big bats ready to make an appearance.
For the Miami Marlins.
And in the batter's box, it's Stanton. He was in that top 10 list for home runs last year. And Carpenter has him 0-1 with that called strike. Waves at that fastball in the hole now. 0-2. And Stanton goes down swinging, strike 3.
It seemed like he made it easy. 3 pitches, big strikeout.
Can't get rid of a guy any quicker than that. Only took 3 and he's gone. And mark your calendars. This Friday, we'll see Justin Upton and the Arizona Diamondbacks. They play host to the San Francisco Giants. It'll be starting at 9:30 Eastern. Fouled away by Morrison. And Carpenter no luck with that one. He tried upstairs.
Well, there's no complaint from the St. Louis Cardinals in the performance of Chris Carpenter in last year's postseason. Not your typical fireballer ace that he once was, but he knows how to pitch and he knows how to keep his team in a game.
And he looks at a slider in there, and it's 1-2 now. Interesting that in the postseason last year, where there were virtually no starters who could do anything, Chris Carpenter was the one guy who was able to stay in the ballgame.
You know, even though he's getting a little bit older, you can see when he's on, he can still be.
Morrison, a ground ball. Freeze feels that one. Oh, Morrison is set down.
Well, guys, we've got a moment right now. Let's take a look back at the last year's Miami Marlins stats. 9th in doubles, 9th in triples, and they were in the top 10 in home runs. That ability to drive the ball really paid dividends for this team's offense.
And Sanchez is batting. Batting .333. That's a 2 for 6 lifetime against Carpenter. Here's the pitch. That one taken by Sanchez for a strike.
He has great bite on this slider, throwing it down and into the hitter. Gets away with one, and he gets in for the strike.
The pitch. And that is a strike. Gabby Sanchez now, he's going to be behind. Carpenter too far outside. That's a ball.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
Hit in the dirt. And Furcal fields the ball. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. And they're unable to make any noise here in this half inning. No runs yet for Miami. Top of the lineup coming up. It is a beautiful night for baseball. Take a look here in Miami. It's going to be Furcal. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Furcal is a good contact hitter in these situations.
Don't scare me, Raphael.
Johnson with a windup. Big swing, misses on the changeup, struck him out for a while.
Not much movement to speak of, just 88 miles per hour.
He takes a cut on this pitch down and in the zone, but just unable to pick it up.
You like his aggression on that?
Well, Skipper can't be too mad as long as he's out there trying to make something happen.
Let's take a look last year in the National League where the Cardinals ended up ranking. First in batting average with runners in scoring position. They were also ranked #1 in hits, a lineup with depth that can make contact and find their way to base.
And Buck spotting the pitch.
Strike 1.
And that's in there. Johnson ahead 0-1. So far in this one, 1 for 1 off Johnson.
You got to believe he's going to be looking for the breaking ball again. He got a hit off of it last time. You got to believe he's looking for it again right here. The heater might be the way to go.
Strike 2. Now with no balls and 2 strikes. Beltran needs to protect that strike zone.
This is why changing speeds is so important for a pitcher. You get the hitter off balance, even more effective when it's down in the zone.
Let's take this one.
Here's a swing, a fly ball deep down the line and right. As he retreats back for it and gets the out. Here's a look at the teams who got it done last year at the plate. Brought to you by State Farm. The Cardinals, #1. The Mets, 2nd. 3rd spot, the Brewers. The Rockies, 4th. It's the Astros, #5.
We're going to watch the team with the best batting average last year in this game today. And I tell you what, this entire lineup can swing the bat. There is no break in anywhere in this lineup. You think you can find someone you can pitch to and get outs? No, not in this lineup. They all can hit.
Here's the first pitch to Holiday. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Let's take a look here and see what his approach is against these hitters on the first pitch.
I tell pitchers all the time, work ahead. What do you mean by that? Well, that means go 0-1. Throw first pitch strike. And he's retired 6 hitters in this game when he's gotten a first pitch strike.
Matt Holliday isn't fooled by that pitch. Count's going to be even.
Well, he starts that two-seam fastball in the inside corner, but it just runs in on the hands just off the plate.
One pitch, slider, taken for a strike, 1-2.
Down, down, down. It's all about location. That breaking ball down in the zone makes it very difficult on the hitter.
Johnson with a windup. Lined right at the second baseman. Throws on to first. Side is retired. 3 up, 3 down this half inning. But a great opening day here, Steve. The inaugural game of the season underway. Bottom of the 3rd coming up.
Plate for the Miami Marlins.
And it's Buck batting.
Number 14.
Carpenter gets it by him.
Outstanding rotation on that pitch. Look at the mechanics for this pitcher. It comes out of his hand and just falls off the table.
Here's a big swing and a miss. 0-2.
Well, that's an awfully big hack for such a slow off-speed pitch. Came up empty.
And he lays off that one outside. 1-2. One-two pitch coming. Good patience, John Buck. He takes it and gets the count even on the ball. Ground ball to Freeze. That's one away.
For the Miami Marlins.
St. Louis still early in the season. Look at the schedule. Tonight the final game with Miami. They've got tomorrow off. And then on the road for a series against the Brewers as they get help from Corey Hart in that lineup. Great series there. After that they meet up with Joey Votto. That'll be a road series taking on the Reds. A team that will definitely give them a competitive series. And quite a bit of time away from home for them over these next several games. And Infante's batting. Now look at the numbers in this matchup. 395 off the Cardinals. And Carpenter has him 0-1 with that called strike.
When a pitcher throws the perfect slider, there's a dot that appears on the ball where the seams come together. He throws that as well as anybody I've seen.
Here's the pitch. And the called strike is taken by Infante. And when you're watching that pitch on the slider, Steve, we're looking for that movement sideways. Watch how much he gets.
That's right. He comes across and down with that pitch. It's awfully tough to center.
Line drive fouled off towards first. Popped way up there behind home plate. And looked for a moment like he had a chance to make that play, but not to be.
Well, when a pitcher throws a pitch like that, you expect to get the strikeout. Great piece of hitting defensively to keep this at bat alive.
Taps this one foul to the right. And he fouls another one off. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And it's caught. The catch made by Jay.
We'll talk about settling in. How about retiring 8 hitters in a row? I think he's settled in.
It's going to be Johnson now.
Well, this is what it looks like when you have great stuff and you throw it where you want. You overpower the opponent. Carpenter's been phenomenal.
How's he attacking on the first delivery? Let's look here.
He's got to go right at the hitters, and when he does, it leads to success. He's retired 7 hitters in this game after throwing a first pitch strike.
Outside as Johnson will take it for the ball. Now the 1-0 pitch. 1-0 is a fastball that runs away. 2-0. Johnson will foul that away. Carpenter with the windup. 2-1 pitch, slider, swung out and missed. 2-2. And here's a quick summary of how this guy's mixing up his pitches. How's he doing?
Well, guys, I mean, that changeup is the pitch we've seen him throw quite a bit here today. But to me, he's throwing it a little bit too much.
You know, John, you're right. And it's odd because he hasn't relied nearly as much as he usually does on his two-seam fastball. That needs to change for him to find success.
Johnson battling, fouls it off.
Well, anytime a bat gets extended like it has, you have to foul off tough pitches. And that right there, that slider, was a tough pitch to foul off. But give the hitter credit. He's staying alive.
And that half inning finished with a strikeout. And they go quietly offensively in this half inning. Nothing across. Cardinals still protecting the lead. Cleanup batter due up next.
Coming to bat.
Lance Berkman, he'll be leading it off. One of the most walked players in the league a year ago. First pitch on the way. Oh, what a drive. He smashed it. And Bonifacio's there. And he grabs it in his trouble. Here's a look at the teams that drummed up the extra base hits last year. Our State Farm leaderboard. The D-backs, #1. Second, the Brewers. In third, the Cardinals. The Rockies, 4th. And at #5, it's the Cubs.
Well, the bottom line is, as a hitter, you want to put yourself in scoring position any chance you can. Well, this team does it as good as anyone in the league at extra base hits. Seems like every time you look up, there's someone in scoring position making the pitcher work and the defense work extremely hard.
And the 0-1 by Johnson. That's a strike, and it's 0-2. David Freese now behind in the count. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of how this guy has been mixing up his pitches so far in this one. What stands out, guys?
I love what I've seen from him today. He's established his fastball, and then he's thrown just enough off-speed pitches to keep these guys off balance.
Oh, he's doing an exceptional job in this game, changing the sequence of pitches to where the hitters cannot follow the rhythm that he has for his plan of attack. Now, he helped him right there with 2 strikes. He gets the slider, but he chases it out of the zone for strike 3.
And Jay stands in to hit. 11 at-bats last season, only a couple of hits off the Marlins on the road. First pitch on the way. Strike one, and Johnson gets him swinging.
Oh, he just swung late on that one. That's what you call getting gassed up.
And Buck spotting the pitch. Strike 2 there. Josh Johnson giving himself some room to work.
Well, the hitter didn't like that one, but that's a strike. He hit the inside corner up in the zone. Got to swing the bat.
And he looks at a fastball that's in there, side retired. 7 pitches and it's done. That's how you save your arm and go deep into a game. And it'll be the Marlins coming right up.
Coming to bat for the Miami
It's
Marlins.
Jose Reyes in the box now. Had an 0 for 1 tonight against Carpenter.
On that walk back to the dugout the last time after a strikeout on that 12-6 curveball, he had to be coming up with a new plan. Let's see if he looks for that pitch in this at bat, because he's going to get it.
And leading off the bottom of the 4th, 1-0 count.
Now, Gary, they're going through the lineup the second time around right here. They don't have any hits, so they've really got to start thinking about what are they doing at the plate and should they be more aggressive right now.
Reyes, contact, and a foul ball.
Oh!
Can't connect on that curve. Falls behind 1-2. We have seen a great pitching performance on the mound and a tremendous use of that strike zone that's been on display here.
I really like what we've seen from him. He moved the ball up and down, in and out, changing the eye level of the hitters.
And you got to do that. I mean, you think about his strategy, and his success today is a testament to how important it is to mix up your location.
Let's go, Jose. Let's go. Let's go, Jose.
2-2 pitch. Strike 3. Jose Reyes didn't even get a hack at it. Boy, he showed him a great rhythm on the mound in that at bat.
A great rhythm and a great sequence. He strikes him out on that 5th pitch, and he set him up perfectly.
And we've got Bonifacio batting. You look at the league's best base stealers, he's right there. And starts him out here. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And it's going to be Holiday. Able to glide over. Not much of a problem on that one.
Gary, he just continues to mow this lineup down. We're talking about 11 hitters in a row retired.
And here's how the league home run total stood up last year, courtesy of State Farm. There you see Stanton, 5th best.
Well, you talk about a powerful swing. This guy was built to hit balls out of the ballpark, and that's exactly what he did last year. He is a tough out, and when they make a mistake, he's going to make them pay. He can hit it a long way.
Carpenter with the windup. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike. Good patience. Hanley Ramirez letting it go by. Count is even. Now a moment here to look at the quality strikes this pitcher's been throwing here today. Boy, he has thrown a ton of them. Quality pitches, quality strikes. That's the kind of performance we're seeing. Swung on. He hit it. It goes to Jay. And there's the 3rd out. Perfect through 4, and he is dealing.
No, he's done everything you want out of a starting pitcher. He set the tone early and keeps it going now.
No runs yet for Miami. Bottom 3 due up next. And it's Molina at the plate. Hitting .417 lifetime off Josh Johnson. And here's the first one. And that's in there at the letters for a strike.
Sometimes when the pitch comes out of the pitcher's hand, you have to say to yourself, I'm going to lay off and wait for the next one. He didn't think he could catch up to it. Good decision.
He deals. Line drive. That's foul towards first. Trying to get him to chase a slider, but it's 1-2.
Well, this broke a little bit too much out of the zone right here for a ball, but he's got to bring it back in, rein that thing in a little bit.
And that one swung out and missed by Yadier Molina.
K-Cam's going to show us the 4-seam fastball here.
Daniel Descalso.
Well, he climbs the ladder on him, Garrett. He just didn't have enough bat speed to catch up to that pitch.
And Scalzo will settle in. Here's a chance to take a look at how this pitcher has been doing in terms of getting hitters to chase pitches outside the zone.
Well, he's really locked in right now. Got the hitters off balance, forcing the hitters to swing at pitches outside of the zone, expanding that strike zone.
Unpredictability. That's the toughest thing on any hitter. When you can't guess with the pitcher and you can't guess location, that makes it so difficult.
And Johnson outside a bit. That'll be a ball. Looked good in his first at bat. Came away with a single off Johnson.
You know, the slider just not effective today as he's given up multiple hits here. And last at bat, this guy hit the slider as well.
Here's a swing and a slow roller up the middle. And he throws to first in time out number 2.
Quick reflexes on the mound. You're the closest to the hitter of anybody else on the field. The ball got back on him. He was able to make the play, moves his feet, be able to get the momentum going to first base for the throw. Nice job.
It's going to be Carpenter now. We'll get another shot after hitting into that double play last time up. And the first pitch. Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. And the 0-1 by Johnson. Good hard slider that time. He's in control in the count now. 0-2. This one's grounded foul wide of first. Here's the pitch. On the ground to second. Infante fields it. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. Nothing doing here in this half inning. Cardinals 1, Miami 0. Big bats ready to make an appearance.
Up to the plate.
Everyone on the edge of their seats. Mike Stanton coming up. Now, he can swing and miss. He's got to find a way to make contact right here. Big showdown.
And for home runs right there near the top last season in the NL. And it's caught. Catch made by Jay. 1 away.
Well, it's now a Baker's dozen. 13 in a row he set down. Absolutely lights out. What a performance.
All right, let's watch as Morrison comes to the plate.
Bit of a strange year for Logan Morrison in 2011. He came out of the gate red hot, but eventually lost his job on the squad and had some accusations to throw around a bit. Not sure if that helped his cause.
And Carpenter has him 0-1 with that called strike. To tell you about Morrison and the new social media. He had some opinions expressed apparently in that social media that didn't go well with the ownership. He got sent down, John.
Well, it's hard to tell if that's the reason why he got sent down, but I would have to say that it's a good reason to send him down. Sometimes you just need to keep your mouth shut and play the game.
Fastball is a waste pitch that time. 1-2.
Now, I know we're not supposed to say anything about no-hitters, so I would never say anything about that, Gary. But
don't worry.
You know, I don't think they have any hits here. And we're, moving through the middle part of the ballgame.
Smash towards the middle. That's in there. Credit Morrison with a hit. So Gabby Sanchez to the plate.
He takes this 1-2 pitch down in the zone. He's able to go down and get it. Get a good part of the bat on the ball and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit. When you're behind in the count, you just want contact, and he got it. Ground out victim last time through. He bounced out his last time. The first pitch, a swing line to left center. That's going to be a base hit. Sanchez has it. It's a great situation for some offense.
Well, they tried to sneak that first pitch fastball by him, but he was sitting on it, and he whacked it in the left.
And it's Buck batting. Last season, 1 for 2 against Carpenter. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Swing and a rocket towards short, and he boots it. But he stays with it. Gets the out. way you do it.
For the
Two outs now. Those runners are still standing on base. Let's see if he can find his way out of this with the lead he's had.
And Infante's back. Flew out last time. Here's the first pitch. Carpenter can't get him to swing at a pitch down low.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Here's the delivery. 1-0 pitch, a slider in there. 1-1.
He has great rotation on his breaking ball right here, and he hits the perfect spot. The hitter just gave up on it.
Now Molina positions himself. Lined foul towards third. And Carpenter now with the count 1-2. Here's a fly ball. Could be it. And you just saw it, folks. That's going to be the last play of this game.
A tough loss here for this crowd today, but boy, do they see some kind of pitching performance from the visiting team.
Now our player of the game, and I don't think it's going to be a surprise. He's got our pick in this contest. Chris Carpenter on the mound. He had the arm working today.
Well, any starting pitcher will tell you that the last thing he wants to ever have to do is to turn the game over to the bullpen. They like to finish what they start, and that's exactly what he did today. He had all his pitches working, and he had complete command of the strike zone out there. He kept his lineup in check the entire game and finished it strong.
Well, you win, whether it's 1 or 10. This was the slimmest of margins, though.
Well, that's what had the making right from the start of a close one, and you knew whoever got on the board had a legitimate chance to win it.
I guess it's that time again. We wrap up this 2K Sports broadcast of MLB. For John, Steve, our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Adieu, adieu.